How have you been? Let me know where y'all are watching from. Today we had some breaking news in the morning and during the whole night in Korea time. We did see President Trump join forces with Israel and sweeping into Iran and um, yeah, getting rid of its dictator. I forgot to how to pronounce his name, but was it Hamanai or Himenai? Anyways, that happened over the night, and it's very surprising for a person who just woke up and looked at the news, and I was like, wow, this happened overnight while I was asleep. So obviously, today we're going to be talking a little bit about that, how that affects geopolitics and North Korea's stance at the moment. On top of that, we have some news about social trends and Korea's economic stance being elevated and so on. So we're going to be talking about all that kind of stuff today. Yeah, so let me know where you guys are watching from, what time it is, and how's your day going? It's a nice Sunday over here. The weather has been becoming warmer and warmer, and now I feel like spring is just around the corner. So yeah, very delightful for that. Hello everybody. Hello Ryan. Hello Dolly Baby. Hello from Canada. Okay, Harleen, hi. And happy for the Iranian people, says Indiana Cutie. 10-12 in India. Okay. All right. So, yeah. I don't know what's been going on. Like, on top of that, we already covered it in DK News, but Blackpink's Rose just got an award for the international song category in the Brit Music Awards, right? The Brit Award, right? So, yeah, that's a very big honor as well, a very big celebration to be done. So, congratulations to Rose, and Blackpink's comeback is super successful at the moment. So, a lot of things happening at once. Yes. Oh, okay. 5:42 a.m. in Scandinavia. Scared because I have family stationed all over the world. Yes, there's definitely a very it's definitely a very turbulent timing at the moment. Are we talking about the martial law being turned into a movie? Actually, I looked into it and there isn't much information other than one article about it. So, yeah, let's postpone that a little bit. And if you want to support the stream, please do so on paypal.me/koreanpizzaclub. Yes. All right. Okay, so let's go straight in. I think more than 100 people have gathered, so please hit that like button before we go on. But yeah, so what basically happened yesterday overnight for me is that in coordination with Israel, the US, and Trump administration launched a massive military operation called Epic Fury. And yeah, it's creating a lot of shockwaves in the international community. I don't know how you guys are perceiving it in your own land or in your own country, but it's definitely a big shock to Koreans when they woke up. And obviously, I will funnel down to why this affects us, and how this is connected to Kim Jong-un and all that. But just to give you a little skim through of what happened for those of you who might not have yet watched the news. It's pretty much the biggest news in the world, so it's hard to miss. But basically, yes, Iran was bombed and the dictator was removed. President Trump announced that the US and Israel targeted key Iranian military installations and nuclear sites. I did see his declaration of war yesterday. And the operation. And most significantly, just a few hours ago, the death of Iran's now former supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei Khamenei has been confirmed. But from both sides. From the US announced it first, and then Iran was just yeah, there for a while, but they also confirmed through multiple media outlets now. So, yes, there has been a precision strike in the capital, Tehran, and the justification for the operation was that Iran was the world's number one state sponsor of terrorism, and the Iranian people also suffered from a lot of losses from the dictatorship. During protests, there were a lot of lives being lost, and apparently, according to President Trump, there were a lot of deaths and sacrifices made from the American side and the allies as well too. So yeah, so President Trump, after getting rid of the dictator, urged the people to take their own country, and signaled a policy of regime change. So the current status is that Iran has, overnight retaliated with missiles and drone strikes against U.S. bases in the Middle East, like Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and UAE. It's crazy because I've seen some footages of literally bomb drones, just falling down in the middle of Dubai and at a five-star hotel and stuff like that, and in Israel as well. But that's now all halted, I would say. That was all overnight. The region was on a brink of a full-scale war, but the U.S. is incredibly competent with their operations, and they were very swift to just take out that target. So I think it has kind of de-escalated now. From now on, it's uncharted territory, to be honest. It sounds like many people are happy at the moment. We don't know what's going to happen within the Iranian uh, government or people. It's theirs to decide. I think there might be some guidance from the US side. But yeah, as for South Korea and the public, for our government, Lee Jae-myung and his administration actually launched an emergency NSC meeting, National Security Council, just last night. I think as the situation has de-escalated a little bit, now our president is currently visiting Singapore for like a summit, and yeah, but the president did give out orders for the NSC to prioritize citizen safety, if anything out of the blue might happen in terms of South Koreans, especially in the Middle East, their safety, and maybe the safety of our peninsula, because you never know what happens. Like the fact that this whole thing unfolded in a single day, that's the most astonishing thing. That's the most upvoted comments I see. Like the U.S. military literally pulled this off in a single day, and it just ended like that. So given that logic, it isn't implausible to say that anything can happen within days or within a day. So, yeah, always in high alert mode, a lot of turbulence. So, people are, on their toes at the moment. As for economic monitoring, a lot of people were. I mean, I guess this is the least of concerns when it comes to war and conflict and public safety and whatnot, but still, yeah, the economy is affected by these kind of things as well too. The South Korean government is monitoring the stock market right now, because the stock market is the golden child of the current president. It's at an all-time high. I'm gonna get a little bit more into it in the latter part, but yeah, we're monitoring oil prices, dollars. Maybe some kind of inflation affected with the ripple effect with the Iranian bombing. So the official stance of the Korean government for now is we're always neutral, but more leaning towards the American side. The president has called for restraint and de-escalation from all parties, and the administration is keeping a very close eye, and their channels open to Washington's next moves and their leadership. So yeah, under the ROK U.S. alliance. Yeah, so the public sentiment is, of course, astonishment. Wow, this is crazy. Like, look at the sheer force of the US. A lot of people are jealous and looking up to the US, saying, like, yes, power is definitely the backbone of a nation, and that's how you protect yourself. Also, like, looking at the job get done within a day. Another like it's like a respect out of fear, you know, like wow, look at what the U.S. can do. So there is also a little bit of anticipation mixed into the sentiment as well as Trump's, peace through strength policy is being effective. We've been seeing results, but as that can be applied, of course, to North Korea. Yes, so the realization is that the US is willing and able to topple a dictatorship, a regime that has created like a bad rep for themselves. So we now have a case study. I'm sorry to call it a case study, but we now have a standing case. If we were to expand this case, then who would be the next target? Yeah, you don't have to be a genius to go through that logic, right? Before I go on, thank you so much, Dolly Baby, for the $20 pizza for your meal. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yes, I just had a meal right before this actually because I was starving. That's why I pushed back 30 minutes for the live stream, but here we go. Yeah. Anyways, yes, so what's happening with the whole world now? I am no geopolitical expert. I'm just a Korean guy in his room that's watching the news from the US side and the Korean side, maybe some international news as well. So I do not have a big amount of expertise over here, but let me just try to summarize what people are thinking over here. So Korean people are, as I told you, have some kind of anticipation building up now. They feel like this is a warning, a signal, and a message to all dictators or all crooked regimes, rogue nations around the world. It's a clear sign that if you mess around like with nuclear weapons, don't play with nuclear weapons. Act peacefully. Yeah, align on the right side, all that. And on the opposite side of all of that is North Korea, right? So they directly contradict what the world wants for peace and what the US wants as well. So Kim Jong un's fear is that he might be assassinated. He might be the target of a precision military operation as well too. So, seeing a fellow supreme leader of a dictatorship getting just poofed out in a single day is enough for Mr. Kim over there in the north to be terrified, right? If you were in his shoes, won't you be terrified? After all the things he's said and done about nuclear wars and, like, threatening all these countries, including the US, and like his nation is an abnormal one with no human rights. The only thing he's got as an advantage is that he took a picture and had a handshake with Trump, like back then. So, and Trump also seems to like his character for some reason. Like he always goes on TV and says like, "Oh, I have a great relationship with Kim Jong Un and stuff like that." Well, in the past, does have a record of calling him Rocket Man, but I guess Kim Jong Un has a sense of humor enough to like let that slide. Or what is he gonna do? Anyways, yeah. So it's it's an indirect personal threat, an immediate situation for North Korea and their regime observing this because Iran, landmass wise, military wise, economy wise, defense wise, everything, like they're one hand above North Korea. The only upper hand North Korea the only deterrent they actually have is not only the existing nuclear weapons, which Iran also had as well too, but is probably China and Russia at their border. So you mess with North Korea, you're messing and playing with China and Russia. Then that's like a full scale World War III going on, which I've been talking about for like, the past, I don't know how many years. But anyways, yeah, that's the only reason I feel like North Korea is still intact and in one piece and Kim Jong Un is alive. If it weren't for those neighbors, I think, the US has proved that they have the capacity and ability to precision strike a dictator, a foul player outside of the game. So, yeah, and from now on, I do definitely believe that there is going to be more discourse about nuclear abandonment, or whether you double down on nuclear weapons or not. The lesson is from the Iran case is that with or without nukes, you will die. Kim Jong Un might conclude, well, if he got taken out, if what was his name again? I keep on forgetting. It's so hard to pronounce. I'm sorry. What was his name? Khamenei? Yeah, if Khamenei was taken out of the picture with nukes in development, or at least they claim they have nukes already, North Korea definitely has nukes. So it's like, do we keep these or do we double down on it? Like, what do we do with these? Because, yeah, like North Korea's bargaining chip, or their only chip on the table, is the nuclear missiles. And if they lose that, that's all of their money. They can't play the game anymore. So yeah, it's going to be a very confusing state, a very chaotic state up there in the north. I would assume. A lot of experts from the Korean side, think tanks, and North Korean professors have said that Kim Jong Un will probably not be spotted within the next few weeks, because this is a pattern whenever the U.S. takes out Maduro, or like shows any hostile or aggressive behavior towards its non-allies, and an actual threat is proved. Kim Jong Un usually goes hiding in his bunker or whatever for precautions. You never know, right? So yeah, there's definitely pressure in the north. South Koreans right now are actually rooting for President Trump in the comments, saying like, "Yes, go, 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 U.S. Take out Kim Jong Un as well. 1+1, and free the North Korean people. Win the Nobel Peace Prize." So yeah, that's the current state, and Kim Jong Un's going to be low profile for a bit. But the funny thing is, actually, yesterday, I don't know if this is a coincidence or not. So there was a news from the dude himself. Oh, this is the dude, right? So let me put on. No, there aren't any English subtitles over here. But anyways, yeah, there you go, into English. So yesterday, from the guy, the Rocket Man himself, he came out and he mentioned Trump, and he was like, you know what? We might be able to work with you. We might be able to shake hands with you. And the White House actually came out and said, like, we're open to having conversations with North Korea unconditionally. And North Korea, yeah, responded to that, saying like, yeah, we can talk. And this is like literally 2 days ago. So what they say is like, if the U.S. Abandons its hostile policies towards North Korea, we have no reason not to talk. So suddenly the mood has smoothened out from Chairman Kim over there. And yeah, the White House also stated that, in Trump's first administration, he tried to make a peaceful meeting and the stabilization of the Korean Peninsula. So yeah, they get along, and I think President Trump likes him because it's very good for optics. Like the dude, you can't deny that he's a symbolic figure at this point. He's like hard to miss, He's an icon in a bad way. And it's just a funny picture, but it sells. You know what I'm saying? Like every time they use this, it's like, yeah, like you're talking with the most evil and stupid and chubby guy in the world. So, yeah, so I don't know. Like looking at this news, do you think North Korea might have gotten the intel like a few days before, and that's why they suddenly like backed down a little bit? Because like of course the White House and the Trump administration was hinting at the bombing of Iran for a week, I would say a week or two. We saw the carriers and the U.S. military troops square into the Iranic region. And then they announced, like, we're open to have unconditional talks with North Korea. So obviously it was leading to that. Like, it was a strategic pressure move, maybe. So probably North Korea squealed out and they're like, actually, you know what? We're open. We're open to conversations as well. So I think they're spooked out. I think, yeah, it's pretty plausible to assume that North Korea is spooked out at the moment and they don't know what to do. They're slowly just observing the situation for their next move. North Korea is traditionally and currently friendly with Russia and China. So they don't know which side to side on because, like, yeah, you just saw a fellow dictator getting taken out of the picture, right? So, yeah, that's currently the state of the Korean Peninsula. But as we've been discussing for the past few weeks and the past few months, whenever we've seen Venezuela happen, Maduro, and whenever we saw talks about Greenland and other countries around the world, NATO, uh, we've always expanded the talk to the Asian territory as well too, and also the global superpowers, you know, competing against each other in this new era of AI and robotics and the whole future. China is definitely excelling in terms of speed and technology in that area, which is acknowledged by all the big tech companies. They've said like China is light years ahead. Um, and yeah, because of that, like because if the US is going around other countries dethroning people, well, in this case, it might be justified. But, anyways, result wise, optics wise, if you're just like changing regimes and administrations and just going into other countries, going into Greenland and like trying to steal it from where was it? Was it Denmark, right? That gives a green light for other countries. It justifies Russia going into Ukraine, China going into Taiwan, and that just like becomes a wildfire and it becomes a World War III. That's the doomsday scenario everyone's been talking about, right? It's all leading towards that, and it's no big riddle like to solve when you see the Pentagon changing its name to the Department of War. So yeah, and now we're seeing the fruits of it, I guess. It's weird to say fruits, but the results of it. So yeah, everyone is very tense. Like here, there's a lot of tension here. I bet China is strategizing as we speak as well. Like whether they're going to go into Taiwan or what's going to happen with North Korea, how are they going to use Kim Jong-un? Um, yeah, if Taiwan happens, Japan has been beefing with China nowadays, against Taiwan. So like Japan's US's strongest ally, South Korea's US's strongest ally. We three would be against China, Russia, and North Korea. So yeah, you see the picture, right? It would be a whole full-fledged war, which would end the world, and I would die probably. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't get hired to a company and I pursued my YouTube career, which was fun until it lasted. So let me flee to Singapore or Switzerland or yeah, anywhere that's neutral. But yeah, you can see the thought process over here, right? Like how everyone's very self-centered, of course. Like this in terms of casualties, in terms of lives and deaths, and a humanitarian perspective, if anyone was hurled in the crossfire and the bombing and lost their lives, that's very tragic. Um, like I guess like politically and for the Iranian people, I don't know if this represents the whole sentiment of Iran, but I guess like a dictator getting removed might be a good thing for them. But at the end of the day, you know, we're playing with fire over here, and we got to be very careful. Actually, we're not playing with fire. The fire is approaching us. So yeah, you can see the logic expand, and it's definitely becoming more and more scarier as the time goes. And yes, David's bingo card China has been checked. It's yeah, as long as I'm a Korean and this channel is Korean Pizza Club and we talk about social issues, there is 100% going to be China being brought up of every single time. So yeah. Have mercy, yes. So, right. Oh, next has to be Cuba? Okay. Oh, wow. Kim Jong-un just wants to play basketball on GTA 6. So yeah, if you see the recent reports about the North Korean regime, Kim Jong-un is planning to succeed his throne, his authority to his daughter, Kim Ju-ae, who's a 13-year-old girl. Hopefully she's not a monster and a psychopath like him. Hopefully, like as a lot of female traits are, she's a loving um, kind of person. I doubt that, but you know, yeah, the image always can deceive you. But hopefully, like, let's just, yeah, maybe that's a silver lining that we might have a softer or more Gen Z uh, leader as the North Korean leader. Yeah, there are a lot of rumors about Kim Jong Un's health as well too. I mean, that's been forever, but it would be even weird. It would be more weird to assume that he doesn't have any health problems with his current state, with his body and all the bad habits that he probably has. So yeah, we're on the watch out. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. I don't know what to do. Like, what can I do? Life just goes on. This is another day, but it's just a very wild time we're living in. I wonder if this is how people felt when it was the start of World War II and stuff. I guess there were people living normal lives all over the world that were kind of detached to this thing, and people that didn't realize that a war was coming, even yeah, when we had clear signals of it back then too. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, China is leading now with C drama, love, and deep space. Okay, well, if you say so. Uh, yeah, but I mentioned this former as well too, but as a lot of people say, point fingers to why Trump just like pushed through this, it being a very, aggressive move is probably because this is not my opinion. It's people that are on the internet saying like it's a delusion from the Epstein files case, also a distraction, and also they're trying to, consolidate American people and also try to get approval rates up. Apparently, an election is coming soon too. Also, yeah, economically, inflation high, wealth gap high, economy bad, housing prices too high, dollar getting weak, technological paradigm shift happening. And on the counterpart, it's China, and they're doing pretty well, I would say. So, yeah, in order to restrain that and cut the growth of China or any other force right now, the only tool the U.S. would have would be military power. So, yeah, probably maybe this is the right time in a tactical stance viewpoint in the shoes of the U.S. But yeah, since nobody is very interested in political stuff, and we're all always talking in circles, it just seems like new events happen, and it's just leading to all of these events we've been repeatedly talking about throughout the whole months and years. Yeah, we all see it happening. We all see it coming. It's just like these line of events are happening slowly, slowly, and they're stacking up. And now there's going to be that one trigger that just ignites the whole thing, and it's going to be raining fire. So I don't know when that day is going to come. How does this affect BTS? It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think it affects BTS at all. Um, yeah, doesn't affect BTS. The fun thing is, it's very ironic and kind of it's hard. It's absurd to think. Yesterday, I was at a concert. I was at a concert of the group called Wave to Earth. I was there with my friends. I was just soaking into the music. And yeah, it was an intermission. I checked my phone, and there was a breaking news saying that Iran got bombed, and the U.S. and Israel is doing an attack. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm being careful with the words attack or invasion or bombs because, like, yeah, those are all very sided words. So I don't know what to say, but operation. But yeah, we were seeing that in the news while we were at a concert, and everyone was just so melancholy and sentimental listening to music. And then on one side of the world, there's this military operation going on taking out a dictator, which could all become like a war. And there were actually counter strikes being happening as well, right? So it was so surreal. It was so weird. Yeah, and then I woke up and now it's all done. So I will admit, like I know this is kind of cruel, but like as I mentioned before, like the same stance as our government. We all have our everyday lives too, and for normal people to live, we need money. And I'm a big investor. Stock check before you even type it. But definitely war or conflicts around the world make stocks tank. So there's a theory that President Trump never attacks or never does any kind of military operation during the during the weekday, because he cares a lot about stock prices, the market. Um, there was a interesting theory I saw yesterday that nowadays we've entered the late stage capitalism, hypercapitalism now, that the stock, the stock market prices are now synchronized with the current administration's approval rates. So if it goes down and it fluctuates, then the approval rate goes down as well. Like it might be not synchronized one to one, but it's definitely a determining factor of like it definitely affects the voters and the approval rates. And it's the same for Korea as well too. As I mentioned before, our current president is trying to nourish and protect the stock market so much. So it's a big, big thank you and lucky event for him that this all happened over the weekend when the market is closed, and Monday is also a closed day because it's Independence Day for us. So yeah, as an investor and all the fellow investors on the internet were like, "Whew, damn! If this happened during the weekday, like the market would have crashed at like 10% or something, and it would have been crazy." I mean, that's the least of the problems related to this. Like real lives are entangled into it, but like inevitably, the media and people are going to worry about that kind of stuff. So yeah. I guess we'll just have to observe from now on what happens. Hopefully, the wise people of Iran take benefit and advantage of this situation. And mhm, that's a crazy theory. I mean, it's pretty out there. It's out there. Like our president's approval rate is already pegged with the stock market prices. Like it goes up, the stock market is going up, the president's approval rate has been going up ever since. Probably because it's a direct, direct effect from his policies, and people are seeing fruits from it. So that's probably why. Yeah. The next week is critical. So what do you think? What are some scenarios that might occur next week? So the imminent threat is exterminated, right? So do you think there would be remaining forces in Iran? Or do you think allies in the Middle East would retaliate or make an alliance or something? But after seeing this, I don't think anybody would dare to retaliate. Yeah, they've seen what happens. So, mm, yeah. Um, just needs a long military like Palantir, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, but the thing about that is like, mm, it just doesn't sit right in my heart. I know, like, for a fact that the military industry, even in Korea, our military industry is very strong. We make one of the best missiles, tanks, radar systems, military tech in the world. We're one of the biggest exporters next to the US in terms of military industry and tech. So there are companies like Hyundai Rotem, and there's like Hanwha Aerospace, whatever. These big companies export millions and billions of won and dollars or whatever. So these sectors have been really strong nowadays, but it, it just doesn't sit right investing in that. I mean, I get the viewpoint. Obviously, like there's more conflict in the world, and there's more uh, defense budgets being raised around the world. So if you think of it in that way, then it might be a little bit more ethical. But like for me, I'm just gonna stick with like K-pop stocks and electronics and stuff. So yeah. Hmm. It's more important that the IRGC commanders are taken care of too. Oh, are they in hiding or something? The US has people inside Iran who might be working to start a new government. It should be coming from the Iranian people. Yeah, so we'll have to see. Um, Josh Oliveira, 21, thank you so much for the $10 pizza. Thank you so much. Without a message. All right. Thank you for the support. Mm. Yep. So let's see how this unfolds. I mean, at the end of the day, countries like Korea are powerless. We're just spectators. We're just trying to save our own asses. Um, but yeah, we're very pro America, and our current administration is a little bit in the middle between China and America, but still, Yeah, our country would definitely side with the US. And I feel like the public sentiment right now, among the general public, is, you know, rooting for the US. Yeah, so, yep. So enough about this breaking news. I know you guys have been seeing it on CNN and BBC the whole day. So enough for that on KPC. What's coming next? Hmm. I don't know what it is. So these things now, I don't know what to believe, but these things seem stupid. After Dubai chewy cookies, Tuchonku, which was a huge trend, there's another trend called spring dong bibimbap. This dong isn't dong, okay? It means like newly sprouted vegetables at spring. We call them bomdong. So the first vegetables, the first batch of vegetables that sprout up during the season of spring is called bomdong. And we use them for bibimbap. And apparently this is becoming a huge trend as well too. Like I don't really care about this. I don't like vegetables. I'm a carnivore. So yeah, this is becoming a trend, but everyone's hopping onto it and everyone's been eating it as well, and it's gone up to 15,000 won, which is like $11. That's crazy for a bowl of bibimbap. And this is Korea, right? Like if you go to LA, you'll have bibimbap for like $25 or something. But yeah, this price for us is it's absurd. Yeah, so I don't know why we're so obsessed with all these bibimbaps and spring sprout bibimbaps, like where it came from, but there are definitely forces out there trying to market this trend. So yeah, I at least it's healthier than Tuchongku, right? Dubai Chewy cookies. That stuff I still haven't gotten my hand on a single Dubai Chewy cookie. I don't intend to. Um, But yeah, I've seen them at the convenience store yesterday. They were lined up. Nobody was buying it anymore. And still, I didn't have the curiosity enough to try it. So I have yet to know the hype, experience the hype of to buy chewy cookies. One roll of kimbap in LA is $20? That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, does South Korea even have any enemies, meaning beef with the country? Of course we do. Of course we do. North Korea, we're technically in war with them. Emotional beef, historical beef with Japan and China, right? So the basically them, and other countries, no. I mean, there was emotional beef among the internet warriors recently between the siblings in South Korea. That's been going on for a while. I think it died out a little bit after people debunked that these people fighting on the internet aren't really like Indonesian people and South Korean people. They're anonymous people that are trying to stir shit up and just proliferate the hate. Um, so yeah, there have been a couple of articles and news highlighting that, but people be like, normal people don't care. Like you go to Gyeongbokgung Palace and you'll see the most amount of Southeast Asians visiting and loving our country and our people loving back and being so nice and kind and everybody loving K-pop and buying Samsung and Hyundai and LG and whatever. So yeah, I don't think that incident was definitely something that triggered from like a small event and then it became a very big internet war and people were hating against each other. And I think the people from the Korean side who engaged with that a simple apology and just pulling the plug from that and just receiving the hate would have been enough, but people really had to go to the next step and stoop so low and put out racist remarks and add fuel to the fire and entertain themselves with that. And, you know, I looked at a couple threads and it was stressful to look at, so I kind of got detached from it. And I think that's the general sentiment from both sides now. So the only remaining embers of it, I think, is a small part of the small corner of the internet. But yeah, but on the surface, in the wide lens, the general public, we don't have any beef with any other country, especially in the Southeast Asian regions. And I'm not denying that there's no racism or colorism or superiority complex or whatever. But yeah, normal people, normal Koreans, we don't care whether, whatever race you are, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like that. So, uh, yeah. I mean, heck, we even get along with Japanese people nowadays. I'm actually making a piece on a video piece on the recent trend of international marriage on the surge in South Korea right now, with especially Japanese women, and our exchange rate, our visiting rate amongst both countries have peaked, and it's at an all-time high. We're talking about abolishing visa entries, or we're already visa free, but like we're talking about abolishing even the line or the customs or inspections or whatever, just like skipping the whole things for Japanese people. So yeah, the sentiment has become really good. I think the biggest country we have beef with now by ourselves is probably China, and that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, this, I don't know if you want to try it out. It's spring after all. If you want to try 봄동 bibimbap, you can. I don't know what the craze is about. It just looks like two fried eggs with some veggies and some rice. I don't know how that would taste good. Definitely looks very healthy and nutritious. Yeah. So go check it out if you want to. hmm Um. Oh yeah, more news about everything's about like I try to find topics to talk about, but the whole internet is now all about Iran. So it's very hard. But here's something that's interesting. So okay, bear with me. It's about stocks again, but like it's not because I'm interested in stocks. This is literally the biggest news in Korea, all right? I'm just telling you what's happening. So just look at this picture over here. I don't know if you can see it. Like, can you see it? Is it big enough for you to see? There you go. So you see number 10 Tesla, 11 Berkshire Hathaway, 12 Samsung, Walmart, Eli Lilly. I gave you a little peek last week about this, but it's now official. Samsung stocks have been going up so much that now in the global ranking of value, among the value of all companies combined in the world, now they're underneath, right beneath Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is Warren Buffett's company, right? And they're right two stairs beneath Tesla, and they've already surpassed Walmart and Eli Lilly. To be honest, I think Samsung is still undervalued with the global status and the market share they have. They were definitely discounted because they were a Korean company. But yeah, this is pretty a pretty big milestone, and people suspect Samsung is going to climb even more higher now. Did you see the new Galaxy S26, the Ultra? That's crazy. Did you guys see that? I need to show you the new Galaxy. I'm getting FOMO. I need to buy that stuff. So there are two main features that have been very marketed. I don't know if it's actually marketed. I think it's like people just actually losing their minds over it. But they're saying it's revolutionary. So the first one is the privacy screen. You have those like privacy stickers and you turn it around and you can't see the screen. So those are now embedded. That's now an in-app of the Galaxy S26. And if you just toggle that on, your screen turns black when you actually like tilt it, so the person next to you can't see the content of your screen. And you can actually designate certain areas of the screen to black out. For instance, like your message alarm, or just for specific banking apps or social media apps or your photo album. So it's not toggled on like 100%. But let me try to show you. Though it's crazy. So that's the first feat that has been going viral. And then that's the next one is the stabilization of the camera. So look at this. Look at this stuff. I'm not sponsored by Samsung anyway, in any way. I wish they could sponsor me, but look at this.
이번에는 울트라 아니면 살 필요 없을 것 같은데.
Look at that. Did you see that?
갤럭시 S26 울트라 프라이버시
Privacy display. Look at that. That's crazy.
디스플레이 기능이 미쳤습니다. 사생활 방지 필름이랑 비슷하죠.
You don't even have to put the film on. You just toggle
사실
this.
저어도 없고 그냥 버튼 하나로 껐다 켰다 가능합니다.
You can't. Yeah.
Look
at that.
안 보이고 밝기를 제일 높여서 봐도 안 보입니다.
That's great.
지원도 가능해서 위에서도 아래서도 안 보이죠. 진짜 대박인 건 설정에서 내가 원하는 앱만.
So look at this. You can just designate certain apps that you want on privacy mode.
안 보이게 활성화할 수
If you
있고요.
just put Instagram on, like Instagram doesn't show,
적용도 가능해서
and you can put it on alarms, like pop-ups. Like look at this.
오면 이렇게 알림창 부분만
Only that part blacks out. That's so cool, right?
가려져서 안 보이고 비밀번호 입력하는 창이.
And even for the password, like when the password insert tab comes up, that becomes private too. That is so cool. So yeah, people are freaking out of this. I mean, it's not something to like freak out of, but like we've been seeing so little innovation for the past years. I mean, Samsung has been innovating a lot. Like just look at my phone, and we've had the trifold and all. But like these little subtle touches, like actually useful, utilize worthy functions are innovative in my opinion. And then there were so many comments making fun of Apple, saying like Apple will probably come out in 2040 with the privacy function, saying like we have the new revolutionary iPrivacy, and they'll do their keynote speech, act as if they invented it, and the Apple users will be like, oh my gosh, I need to buy the new iPhone because of that function. So that's so true though. That's so true. They're actually, Apple is reportedly working on a foldable phone now, and they're probably gonna say it's the iFlip. And so I'm not saying that Samsung is superior or anything. It's just that Apple always seems to market itself as innovative and revolutionary when the functions have already been pre-existing with other phones from, let it be Samsung or even Huawei or whatever, you know. But here is the other feature that are blowing people's minds. Like, look at this. It's called the horizontal steady cam. It's super steady. So look at this. You film it, you toggle this function up, and you see how the phone rotated and it's still like filming like that? That's witchcraft, isn't it? That is crazy. That's crazy. Isn't that witchcraft? S26 horizontal lock. Yeah. Like, look at this. You put the lock on, and you're just like tilting your phone like that, and it just doesn't even budge. This is the outcome of the footage. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, there have been so many use cases of this. They say this is going to be great for vloggers or people who have shaky hands. I think it's an amazing feature as well too. They say that this was actually a feature in a Chinese phone. Yeah, but nobody uses Chinese phones other than mainland Chinese people. So, you know, I like their new ads as well too. Watch their ads. The privacy mode. that's so cool. Oh, look at that. I love their ads. Privacy mode on. Oh, wow. She's using Korean. Oh, wow. That's so good. And you already know that the Ultra series from the Galaxy have super good cameras. Like, they have, like, telescope range zooms. So a lot of people actually rent Ultra series for concerts to zoom in with their cameras. So that's a big perk. I mean, it's kind of bulky. It's kind of big. I would say even for a grown ass man. But I really want that. I want to buy this for BTS fan cams. Exactly. Yeah, that's perfect for concerts. Yep. And people who run and vlog or like or workout YouTubers or whoever, it's perfect. So yeah, it's really great. Samsung is really innovating, and no wonder their stocks are like skyrocketing. I mean, to be honest, like the stocks skyrocketing, it's not because of the Galaxy series, it's because of their semiconductors, along with SK Hynix. So they've already surpassed the milestone prices of $200 and $1,000 each in the stock market, and everyone I know around me, I'm not even exaggerating. My mom, my grandma, my radio host's kid, like he's like 7 years old or something. My friends, mega rich people in Korea that own buildings, they're liquidating all their assets they have in real estate or whatever, or gold. They're selling all their gold rings and buying Samsung stocks right now and SK Hynix stocks. The market is that crazy, and people are comparing it to the IT bubble or the dot com bubble or the Bitcoin bubble or whatever it is, and it's getting pretty frightening because like this doesn't look like a normal chart, and yeah, so my friends are feeling FOMO. Like I've been in the market for a long time and they've been seeing day after day the media just hyping the market up, saying like Samsung reaches a new high today, Kospi reaches a new high today, another new high today, and it just keeps on going up. And everyone's been saying like it's gonna pop, it's gonna pop, it's gonna go down, this is gonna have a very bad end. But like if you look at this, how can this be normal? It started at $50. You can see over here, right? The low point is $50. It's gone up 328% to $228 over here. I'm just talking in dollars for your convenience. But how is this a normal chart? This is this is freaking crazy. And Hyundai is going crazy as well. LG is going crazy. SK is going crazy. So it's definitely an economic boom in Korea. I've read reports that US traders and retail investors are selling all their Nvidia or Google or Meta stocks and coming to the Korean market. And it's true. There are actually reports out there. JP Morgan has said like the Korean stock market is going to go even higher. So everyone in the world is now flocking to the Korean market. And again, I emphasize this is not because of my own interest in the stock market. This is global news that's happening. You just tune in on CNBC the next day and you'll see them talking about Korean stocks going crazy right now. So I don't know how our country is so blessed in this paradigm, in this era. We're so blessed with the technology, the culture, the food, the power, and all that. So yeah, it's mind blowing to think about this. Uh-huh. So, bottom line, let me buy a Samsung S26. Who wants to buy a Samsung S26? I do. Yeah, but I'm broke. I'm actually really broke nowadays. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is getting deep again, but dark again. But I'm super, super, I don't want to use this term, but there's no other term to use. Depressed. Kind of, I feel down nowadays because I'm struggling financially, other than stocks. Like I got to put real food and bills on the table, right? And I yesterday I got what do you call it? A 독촉장. Wow, I was shook when I came home and I checked the post the mailbox. I got a reminder, a payment demand letter, an overdue notice from the National Pension Fund. And also on the 10th, it's my payment day for my credit card. And this month, as I told you, I spent a little bit more with my 무이자 할부. What's that in English? All these hard words. Interest fee installment? What? Yeah, a 3 month a 3 month interest free installment for my mom to fund my mom's vacation to Scandinavia. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I felt bad because like she's now 60. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, everyone. So the sentiment in Korea right now is there's this term 벼락거지, which is lightning beggar, which means like relatively compared to other people who are earning a lot of money, you're not even doing anything, you're not losing money or anything, but you've become relatively so poor compared to the people who are earning money. And that's how I feel right now. And everybody's getting FOMO. And my friend, who has like two kids, he's like, actually, I was saving up for my kids, tuition fees or whatever, but I'm thinking of like just going all in on stocks right now and getting a loan. Like, let me ask your advice. And I'm like, bro, don't do it. And that was like a week ago, and he resents me now because I said don't do it. He's like, if I went 1 week ago, I would have made like this much with that money. So, another piece of advice, never give advice on financial stuff, either if it's good or bad. Like if you get good results, they'll lean on you even more. If you get bad results, they'll blame you. So yeah. But why did I talk about being poor? Oh yeah, I can't change my phone. This is a recent phone, anyways, and I feel like it's very convenient. It's perfectly fine, other than like the camera. Camera kind of sucks. But I still do agree that Samsung does better in terms of functionality. Yeah. I think iPhone just has that sentimental value. It just has that like very pretty and smooth kind of feel to it. It looks very aesthetic and it's very pleasing. Even the camera itself, the camera quality itself is lesser than the Samsung specs, but just the vibe of it, the what is it, the codec or like the vibe of the outcome of the picture, maybe the color tone or whatever. Even the grains you can see look a little bit more like aesthetic for some reason. So yeah, but without innovation, I feel like the market share is going to flip flop a little bit more. And Apple's definitely on the higher end with the whole ecosystem kind of thing. So if you use an Apple iWatch or an AirPod or a MacBook or whatever else, you are bound to buy an iPhone. And as a matter of fact, Samsung has all of those things, but it's just not marketed very well, and they don't have their own line of. Actually, they do. They have the buzzes, they have the smartwatches, they have the Samsung notebooks, but it just doesn't seem very interconnected as much as the Apple series. Yeah, it's like AirDrop via everything, iCloud via everything, Apple TV, and you know, I think that's Apple's strength. Um, I've always wanted to get a Samsung, but my family got upset and existed and kept bothering about getting an iPhone. Well, I mean, iPhones are great. I think they're awesome. They're so smooth. I've never complained using an iPhone. I still use my spare iPhone as a, what do you call it? Just a camera for some purposes for live streams and stuff. It's really nice. Samsung is where it's at now. I do see the tide kind of tilting. Unless iPhone introduces something very revolutionary, I do see some people converting to the Samsung. Uh, Meanwhile, I am forced to buy AirPods Pro 3 because my AirPods Pro 2 has run its course. What? What? Really? I just hate spending $1,000 on a phone. Same. Same. But at the same time, in this time and era, like you can't survive without a smartphone. Like you do everything with it. I don't even have a wallet. I haven't had a wallet for a while now. I do everything with Samsung Pay. I tap in, tap out from the metro, like restaurants, my I don't even have physical ID. I use like virtual ID. You know what's so fun? Like let me show you my ID over here. Try not to leak my social security number, but I have my driver's license over here. If you go to Samsung Wallet, you have your virtual driver's license issued by the police, and you press on it. They give you a QR code so that the banking systems or whoever the police officer can actually verify that this is a real ID. But yeah, if you say show ID, let's see if I can show you this ID. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just gonna cover it up. But yeah, it just shows you my ID like that. And if I shake it one time, so if I shake it like this, it activates, like it unveils my address, my the back side of my social security number, and it has all these holograms like glitching to show that it's not a screen cap. It's an actual mobile identification. So I've never carried a ID before. All my credit cards are on this app, like my passwords are on this app. So everything's on Samsung Pay. My T-Money card is on this. I don't even need a T-Money card because of my credit card, but like, without my smartphone, and now I don't think it's even dependency on smartphones itself. It's the dependency on AI. So that's the next thing. I can't live without AI. I'm totally dependent on AI right now. If you see my screen over here, look at this. You see my lower end over here is Kakao Talk, the internet, AI, Gemini over here, messages, and phone calls. That's my default setting over here. I could probably get rid of the internet over here. Maybe, nah, actually, I need the internet, but yeah, I just use Google sometimes. But like Gemini is in the middle. Like it's my personal assistant, it's my consultant, it's my search engine. I don't even search on Google anymore. I just say like what's happening with Trump and Iran to Gemini, because like yeah, it just tell me what's happening with Trump and Iran, what the situation is. Recap it in a very short summary for me. Whatever.
I cannot provide a
What?
current summary of the.
Okay, she's glitching now. Why can you not provide a current summary? Insensitive? What? You failed me. You embarrassed me in front of 300 people right now. But yeah, basically I can't live without Gemini nowadays. I make her do all my work. And then over the weekend, I've been exploring um AI agents. And that is black magic. That's dark magic. That's crazy. If you have any time at all, go check out what AI agents are. And wow, I've tried using Claude, Copilot, and Manus, and all these programs. I've been fiddling with it, and it is wild. It is really wild. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this girl was still listening to me. But it literally does all your work. Literally. So what I used it for is, okay, I hope she's not watching, but I go on radio, right? It's a very bothersome process to me. So I'll be totally honest. Like, radio, I go for the rep, and also it's fun and the connections, and I like to go outside once in a blue moon every week, rather than being stuck in my man cave. So it's a good routine for me, but the work, the prep, is the boring part. So every week I need to prepare a script based on a topic that my writer, the radio writer, gives me. So she tosses me the topic every single Friday, and I have to submit the whole script for the radio show on Friday for the next week. So that's how it works. And sometimes I forgot it because it's like of low priority for me. It's of low importance. And, like honestly, the researching process is a little like, it's boring too. If the topic is boring, you don't really relate to it. So I'm like, this is kind of bothersome. But then I tested that out with the AI agent, and I literally said to the AI agent of what I said. I go to the radio every Monday. The writer contacts me every Friday, and she gives me a topic with an outline. And I usually put that outline into Gemini, and you produce me a script. And I do like these little subtle touches, and I put like 2 recommendations of music with the reason I chose them. And then the producer gives me feedback and sends me another email, and I have to fix it one more time, and then that's confirmed. And I told him the whole process, him or her, the whole process. And then what they do is like, okay, let me automate this for you. And they set an alarm for 8:30 a.m. for Friday automatically. I didn't say any of this. And they book a calendar schedule for me. And then when the email comes, like I link all my emails and my drives and whatever. I give all the access to the AI. Security breach is very dangerous, I know, blah, 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 but very efficient. And it automatically, when I'm even sleeping, it reads the emails by itself, and it gets the topic. It goes to my Gemini account. It gives access to Gemini as well too, and it makes the script by itself. And then I've already input like what kind of revisions I make, and the song choices and whatever. I've said like verify if it's an existing song or a recent song, and it does all of that by itself. It self fixes, and then it writes an AI generated email reply to the script writer and says like, oh, here's the script, and then sends it to the writer, and then the writer receives it and sends another feedback to me, and then it receives the feedback, and then it fixes it according to the feedback with Gemini again, and then it sends it again to the script writer all by myself, and I'm sleeping. And then when I wake up, the work is done. So I don't have to even lift a finger for my radio thing anymore. Like it's just done by itself. And I was like mind blown. And the level of quality is pristine. Like it's really nice. Like you can't differentiate it from whatever I did or not. And I did make a security like failsafe so that like I'm not trusting it fully right now. So I did say like, oh, before you send it to the scriptwriter, make it as a draft and then send me over the draft so I can confirm it. And then I go through and see if any factual mistakes are made or whatever, and then and then I send. But like so far it's been amazing. So I've automated that. I'm in the process of automating all my other stuff as well too. And I've been digging up into these like very new AI agent videos, and people are saying like, in the future there are going to be people have been predicting, oh, you'll be left out if you don't use AI. No, that's not the case. There will be people who are using AI agents, and AI agents working amongst themselves, and directors of AI agents, like those are the real people. So you got to have, a director role, like a producer role for the AI. And for the people who are not using AI, they're going to be left out. So that's the future. And I've got a little bit of a taste of it right now, and my mind is blown off. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like people are going to lose jobs. I mean, that's the start. We need basic universal income. I saw a video yesterday in the Seoul city government actually implementing our own version of Waymo, like the driverless cars. I know that they're already implemented in California, right? Or Seattle, where is it? And you call a car and there's no driver in it. It's an autonomous driving cab, and there's been 0% accident rates so far for the Seoul version. There's been 1,000 free trials, so I'm very excited for get hopping on to one of these robot cars. But like you look at the comments and people are like, "Oh shit, taxi drivers are now going to be out of jobs in like 5 years." Um, accountants, doctors out of jobs, script writers out of jobs. Like who's gonna be left? So universal income is the only option. Yeah, so it's going towards dystopia, and it's just mind blowing, but you adapt or die. So I'm trying as much as I can to utilize AI right now. I think I'm being a little bit too dependent on it because I realized myself the other day I'm asking stupid stuff to AI without even thinking. Like if I probably thought for like a good 30 seconds, I would have probably, you know, made the answer, but I was just too lazy and I was like, "Oh yeah, what's this?" And then pops the answer up for me. So it's yeah, it's very scary. Those cars are crazy. It's weird being a car that drives myself. Well, introverts like me like it because the cab driver doesn't talk to you, right? So people are already losing their jobs over AI, David. I know. It's I lo I can't say this. I can't say this. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling the impact of it. Yeah, now there's this whole like this is a thing I didn't look into, but the US Department of War and Anthropic, which is a new AI company that's threatening ChatGPT, OpenAI, and Gemini and all. And they're like, Anthropic is, I think they're the mother company of Claude, but they have their own whatever different thing. But there's been a fight between the Department of War, the Defense, Department of Defense. It's so weird to say Department of War. But yeah, there's been this whole feud between them because like Anthropic refused to the request of utilizing it for military purposes or whatever and security. Uh, yeah, so it's very much complicated, but you can see that even the government is implementing and applying AI into its system. So it's no longer like there's no use in trying to resist against it. Like, yeah, so I still see salty people in some of the Instagram comments of these whole AI. Did you see the DeepSeek? Is it Sea Dance or was it DeepSeek or whatever? The Chinese models that are pumping out these crazy quality animes like crossovers like Naruto and One Piece fighting each other and Jujutsu Kaisen versus Sasuke from Naruto and all these like Hollywood, Marvel movies, Spider-Man versus Thor, whatever. They're crazy good quality and they're like all on my feed and you just see like the downfall of Hollywood coming soon too. At least not Hollywood, but maybe the downfall of production companies that do CGI. It's way cheaper. You see the downfall of webtoon cartoonists. A lot of people have been coming out saying like, because of AI, I lost my job. Like they no longer need me. They do the sketch and they make the archetype and they ask AI to color it like fill in the colors, which was a very tedious job to do, and the assistants used to do that. And they make AI to trace it, make it cleaner, and make variations of the movements. And they just put in prompts, and then the AI just makes variations of it. So like cartoon and manga and manhwa spaces are all being invaded by AI. So I don't know what's happening. Even AI music covers, yes. Yeah. David could be AI. I know. We're all in a simulation. I think, yeah, the simulation theory is now making more sense because if you think about it now, like now we're at the explosion stage of like technology and technology is like going up this high. But imagine once AI gets super intelligence and they start communicating with each other and they don't need us anymore and they start developing their own intelligence in their own realm and their own technology, they would conquer cancer and whatever and whatnot in like a couple few days, like working together with the cutting edge technology and all of humanity's intelligence combined. But then after that, once they've conquered cancer and body transferring and whatever, they'll probably start thinking like we don't need humans anymore. We can make a self-sustaining system using like solar power or nuclear power and reactors and autonomous economy and so that's like the doomsday scenario everyone's dreading. And I feel like there's a huge plausibility that's where the direction is going, because if you just think logically, that's what's going to happen, you know? So it's scary. So I think it is a valid debate whether human beings are going to self-destruct themselves with nuclear wars first, or AI is going to win the race and they're going to destroy the whole entirety of humanity. Yeah. So which come first? I don't know. Yeah, I saw AI in manhwas and I could tell until other people picked it out. Yeah, nowadays it's just so hard to differentiate whether this is AI or not. It's worth noting that a Stanford study revealed the support of AI is at its highest in Asia and its absolute lowest in Europe and the Americas. So the thing is, I do see some resistance against AI in terms of labor rights or like where human beings are to stand, and creatives in the North American and European region. That's like there is a healthy amount of fight towards this. Um, but in Asia, especially China and South Korea, there's no rejection or allergic effect or deterrence at all. Here it's just like, holy shit. And then the next day we have new projects. Everyone's using it in companies, and companies are just like, just downsizing people without even thinking. But because everyone is doing that, and every company, like if you don't do that, you get left behind. And in the free market, low cost, um, higher profit companies survive, like you have no choice but to compete with those companies using the same weapons and tools. So it's, yeah, without regulations, there's no break in this race. Seems like AI is really what could be depressing. Nah, I don't think so. Like I'm pretty clear that that's not my depression. Or maybe it is, because like it's stealing all our jobs and taking away money from us. So until I get universal income, then maybe I'll be depressed. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, yep. Water and land resources. So it's a matter of time. I wonder if I'll be able to live my full life expectancy. Singapore has a national AI council. Wow, okay. That's nice. Our government pledged that we will make our own sovereign AI, and we're already deploying so much funds into this project. We are thinking that the new hegemony, the new paradigm in the near future is definitely going to be AI. I think it's already kind of confirmed. And the US and China are excelling. But we are the ones that provide the backbone of AI. We're the facilitators of it. So for now, we're getting rich, but once those supply chains can be replaced, Korea won't have any place to stand. So people are seeing like threats, and the country and a lot of scientists and engineers are seeing this as an opportunity actually for Korea to elevate its status. Yeah, it is a fight to death. I saw a podcast that was about several companies who are working to put safety features in place with AI so it doesn't get out of control. There definitely needs to be some regulations and uh, Safety features, yes. If not, it, yeah, I can't imagine what would happen. Wait until robots walk around like in the movie like iRobot. I mean, they already do, don't they? We already have the Tesla bots and the Hyundai bots. Hmm? Hmm. So, yep. Yeah, today was all like political and the future and all that. There was nothing really bubbly or no K-pop today. Yeah, like my whole news feed is just covered with all that stuff. That's about it. And some cheerleaders. Oh wow, okay. Do you want to watch this cheerleader together? Wow. Is she AI? I wonder if she's AI. You think she's AI? No. Okay. That was delightful. Okay, here's another cheerleader. Wow, I'm loving my playlist. You're seeing dystopia here. All right. Wow. Wow, I'm loving this. Let me see if I can get some more clips. Oh yeah, my algorithm is now fully set. Okay. Ooh, do you want to go on a full cheerleader watch party spree? Because I'm liking it. What's this? Ooh. Oh wow. Are you curious what I'm watching? The AI knows you well. Yes, it does. Oh, now that I watched like 3 cheerleader videos, it's all cheerleaders. 3 of them are cheerleader videos. Oh my gosh. What the hell is happening to my algorithm? Wow. I like blue jeans. Very scary times? Okay. Would you like to go to a Korean baseball party? A baseball party? No, a baseball game? Would you like to go to a baseball game? Or a volleyball game? What the hell is happening here? What? Oh. Okay. I think maybe I should make a K cheerleader reaction channel and just sit here every single day and like react to K cheerleaders. I think I'll get a lot of views actually. You know, there'd be a lot of people watching with me, don't you think so? David needs to train his AI to look at cheerleader videos, then overlay it with David doing the dance after getting a donation. Oh, interesting. US baseball would be so much better if they did this. Why don't they do it? Like, that's not something hard to do, right? Don't you have cheerleaders? Yeah, but like American cheerleaders do all that like flip flop, you know, jumping in the sky and all those like acrobatic movement stuff, like circus stuff. Yeah. Oh wow. Wow. Who's this? Oh, sorry, I'm not giving you the full picture, am I? Wow. It's a culture of its own. Yeah, respect our culture. Piki Piki is now out of trend. Nobody does Piki Piki anymore. That's so, like, out of trend. Yeah. But there's this one cheerleader that went to Taiwan and got, like, massive amount of money. Paychecks. She got, like, crazy money in Taiwan, and she recently returned to Korea. But I'm so jealous. I wish I could be a cheerleader. So I could earn that much money. Yeah. It's this girl. Ijun. I don't really see the appeal, but apparently she's super popular in Taiwan. I don't want to get copy striked. But yeah, I wonder why we ended with cheerleader fan cams. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I cannot show you this one. Oh no. Don't give up on my dream? What is my dream? You can be a cheerleader? I wish I could be a cheerleader for myself. That's also fake? No, it's not fake. It's not AI. That's not AI. Like, I literally have a clip of her over here that has 14 million views. But I can't show you this one because it's kind of inappropriate. They are barely moving though. That's what Korean cheerleaders are supposed to be like. Yeah. Like they dance to K-pop choreos. Do you have male cheerleaders? No. Why would we have male cheerleaders? We have a male cheerleader, what do you call it? Head of. He's the leader of the cheerleaders. He usually has the whistle and he controls them. Alright, guys. Yeah, I think I've streamed enough now. So, yeah, it's scary times, whether it be war or AI. I don't know. I'm depressed. I'm struggling. So, whatever. But, that wasn't AI. No, she's a real person. She kind of looks AI because she got too much plastic surgery. Yeah. I usually like I don't care if someone gets plastic surgery or not, and I don't really jump into conclusions of whether certain idols actually get plastic surgery, but like this specific cheerleader, she's gotten a lot of plastic surgery, and I can objectively say that. So, yeah. Hmm. So nothing for women to look at. What do you mean nothing for women to look at? They look at the baseball players. Don't you look at Otani and his broad shoulder and his nice ass? He's got a better ass than Captain America. You want to see an Otani fan cam then? Oh my gosh, Otani is like the alpha male of the alpha male. Otani, I wonder if there would be a fan cam of Otani. Actually, I don't think they have fan cams of Otani. This is the closest you can get to a fan cam. Oh yeah, that lady is pleased. See? You girls get the good stuff. Look at this. You can see his bat. They're definitely pleased. You know? Like, don't complain you don't have male cheerleaders. You get to see this shit. Oh wow, they're like... Oh, even the guy! Holy shit! Look at this guy! Oh, what? What? What the hell is happening? She pull up her phone. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Damn. Damn. Well, yeah, he is Otani after all. I'd react the same way. Oh my god. This guy is just like a giant. He's built different. Sus David. No, I'm not sus. You can look at cheerleaders too, exactly. Yeah. Maybe a digital break is needed, David. Get out in nature. Maybe it'll help you out of your depression. Yeah, I intend to take. Oh, basically me. Thank you so much for the $5. Can you look up HBCU? HBCU Majorette. Majorette. You might like it. Is it this one? The first one? Or anyone? Anything? Which one do I watch? Which one? Anything? There are too many videos. Which one's the most iconic video? Let me just go by views then. Okay. 510K views. This one. Third one? Okay, third one. Yeah, third one, right? It has the most views. Watch this one. Oh! 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 Okay. Oh! Oh! Holy shit! Oh! 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 Wow! Look at them go! Oh my god, the moves are so powerful. So full of power. I like how they're like smiling. If you look at the K cheerleaders, they barely smile. Oppa Gangnam Style, yes. What was that noise? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, so, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, I like the guys in the background too. Oh wow, look at all these. Oh, 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 she's the MVP. Like, I gotta know her name. Like, who's she? Who's this girl? Oh my gosh. Dang, who's that girl? Guys, do a solid for me. Can you please look up who the girl in the front is? Just for research purposes. Yeah, I need to know the first girl. You just tuned in and you're super confused. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Their hips are gonna hurt in 20 years. Yeah, but please let me know who this girl is. You see over here? This girl? Yeah. Can you please search her up? I need to know her name. Is she married? I'll try to find her name. Okay, thank you. Oh, this is college, not career? What? Okay. You know what? I think we need cultural exchange. I think we need, imports and exports of culture and cheerleaders too. Let's do like a crossover. Oh, Korean cheerleaders can go to the MLB or the Super Bowl for one time, and then the HBCU can come to Korea. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Thank you for introducing me to this new world. Uh, yeah. I have a lot of videos to binge watch now. Yeah, we'll give you the cutesies, cutie girls from here. Yeah. Oh, what? Wait. That is not intentional, guys. Like this is just the after math of the screen. Like I did not zoom into that part. It just popped up like that, okay? So please do not confuse me as no, like that was not my intent. It just played like that, okay? Like I just turned on the video. Oh, okay. Yeah, very different style, right? Oh, okay. Why are they not turning around? Are they gonna be doing like this for the whole time? What the hell is... Why aren't they turning around? I'm not complaining, though. Well, they don't... I guess they don't want to turn around. I'm not complaining. What's this part? Why does it spike over here? Oh, okay. People wanted to see... Oh, what? What's happening? I don't understand what's happening. Uh, okay. I don't understand what's happening, but it was a good view. Oh, oh my gosh. These people, why does this have 5 million views? My gosh, people really need to get a life, right? Why does this have 5 million views? What's so special about this video? I don't understand. Okay, let's hear. Oh. Oh. Okay, maybe I understand a little bit. Oh, what? I wonder what this part might be. You see that Mount Everest over here? I wonder what this might be. Let's check out. What's so special about that Mount Everest? What happens over there? Nothing happening. What? I don't understand. Yeah, people get a life. You know, like stop watching these cheerleaders. That's so lame, you know? Why would you watch cheerleader videos? I don't understand. You know, I'm just researching over here, but yeah, I totally don't understand. Maybe it's stage presence? I did not see any stage presence over there. Oh, okay. This is a song I know. I'm just watching for the song, okay? Like, it's because a song I recognize. Oh, wow. What? She's not doing anything. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough internet for me today. So, yeah, let me just go and... Oh. Okay. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I was just, as a YouTuber, I was just, investigating the certain categories of the internet in terms of content and what gets views. This is my new business model? What? Watching cheerleader videos? I'm sure people would be happy to marry me in the future, right? My future wife would be like, "Oh, so what do you do at a sogeting?" And I'm like, "I make video content." "Oh, can I see what your channel is?" Like, yeah, maybe later, and then we actually, go into a relationship. So, what's your channel? And then she checks out my channel. I'm like reacting to cheerleaders twerking. Yeah. A deep dive. Yes, I would like to deep dive. I like deep dives. I really like diving deep. Okay, so dang, it's 3:20. Oh my gosh, what the hell is happening? This cannot be right. What? Okay, I need to dedicate some time for some shout outs. First of all, Raven Village, thank you for joining my Patreon. Uh, and oh yeah, I gotta be careful with the names. Sometimes, like, names are. Detonia, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. Pizza, appreciated. No message, but thank you so much. Really, really thank you. And Kelly, what the hell is happening? $100. That hurt. Oh, that's crazy. David, haven't been able to join much, but I'm still watching and supporting. I love the vid you did on BTS on how historic this concert will be. Very interesting. Yes, I'm glad a lot of people watched that one. It got more than 230K views. So that's going to be my model from now on. I'm going to be doing deep dives on not cheerleaders, but like actual Korean cultural content. But thank you so much, Kelly. Really, really, thank you so much. Wow. And Hilda! Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Another $100. Wow. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed, guys. Thank you so much. Hi, my friend. How you're doing? Uh, buy some food and anything you might need. I was feeling kind of sad that you didn't say hi. What? Didn't I? I was one of the first ones today. Have a wonderful weekend. Cheer up. You do look a little bit sad. Oh, you see through me. Get some tacos. That's a great idea. That's the best idea that's occurred to me ever since this week started. And the cherry blossoms for me. Oh, yes. The cherry blossom season is coming soon. It's right around the corner. So I will definitely enjoy it for you guys. I might even start doing the outdoor lives again. Just for you. Just for this. Yes. Thank you so much, Hilda. If you're still in the chat, I hope you are. Hope you are here. I can't see you, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh wow. My face is such a beautiful blush color now. Did I blush? Why did I blush? I told you this should be your new cheerleader channel. Really? Should I actually try it out? Cheerleader reactions? So politics, stocks, and cheerleaders. What actually made this tangent? I forgot how I even got derailed. Like, what was the entry point on cheerleaders? Did I just get distracted watching my YouTube algorithm? Yay, bring back outdoor lives. Vlog the cherry blossom, yes. Huh. Ryan, as a matter of fact, let me text you, bro. I need to talk. Yeah. But anyways, nobody remembers why we got into cheerleaders, right? But it's a solid idea, I guess. I think I would definitely get a lot of views. If I can monetize that stuff, why not? But my mom would definitely be super, super disappointed in me. Yeah, she would be very disappointed. But then Oh my gosh, what's going on over here? Why do they upload these vertical videos in horizontal so that people have to watch like this? You know what? Actually, I've gotten into a specific niche nowadays, and it really just excites me. Do you want to explore it together? It's yeah, it's just a very niched category, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. Oh dear. Yeah, it's kind of related to animals and furry stuff. So, I don't know if I'll be able to show you it on my channel, but it's it's an interesting niche. I watch it religiously time to time. You're scared? No need to be scared. Yeah, okay, let me show you. Let me show it to you guys. Do you want to see my recent discovery? Who wants to see? Oh my gosh, I'm still so touched and still so wow. Thank you so much. 50 Shades of David Kim. Furries? I don't even know what that means, but it's definitely furry. Let's see. Okay, show you guys. Okay, I'll show you guys. This I'm pretty sure once you go down this rabbit hole with me, there's no coming back. So be careful, guys. Okay? Because, like, I've been binge viewing this, like, for the past week. This is where it's at. It's otters. They are the cutest animals in the world. And this is Kotaro and Hana from Japan. They are so freaking cute. You gotta really... They eat tuna. And these are the sounds they make. It's so cute. Look at them use their hands. Aren't they so cute? And they like swim around. I want an otter now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him playing with his food. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. I'm subscribed to this channel. I rarely subscribe to any channels. But this, I couldn't resist. I caved in. They're like the best. I literally wanted to start an otter YouTube channel and researched, but apparently they're like what do you call it? An endangered species. So in Korea you need like a permit or whatever license to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is my only source of escaping my depressed state nowadays. I just watch these videos. They're so cute. You gotta watch their swimming videos. Like this channel called Kotsume. Check them out. It's so cute. Look at them. They go downstairs and they go swimming. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Holy otter. Oh my gosh. This is like the cutest thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoa. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look at that. I'm so jealous. I want otters now. Oh, look at him swim. Did you see him swim? Oh, did you see him catch that? Wow. It's so smooth. Oh my gosh, this person is living the life. Oh, their sounds are so adorable too. Oh, oh, they seem so soft as well. Oh, look at him itching himself. Do you see him itching? Oh man. I No, capybaras, raccoons, and tanukis don't compare. Otters are the best. Otter supremacy. I want to hug them too. Yes. Having exotic pets means exotic pet vet bills. That keep that in mind. Specialist vet for that amount of cuteness. Yeah, I would love. Actually, oh, I have to watch those vids. Cute, but best animals are otters. I don't want myself. Uh, they mate for life, really? Oh my God, look at this cute merch here too. Kind of Looney Tunes style of Kotaro and Hana new merch. I'm literally advertising this person's merch over here. This is how much I love this channel. Oh, my dog is in Busan. My dog is in Busan. Yeah. I just left her there because like she loved my mom and Darong, her sister. So I'm gonna retrieve her in 2 weeks, I think. You used to have a pet skunk? Really? What happens if it farts? David looking at otters is cuter than him looking at cheerleaders. Well, maybe I should make a channel reacting to otters too. Oh, I just want an otter for myself now. I really like, you know what? If I'm dead serious, if my YouTube doesn't work out and it can't sustain my life or whatever, mark my words, I will no matter what raise some otters in the countryside and make a YouTube channel. Like, look at this channel. It gets like 100K views per video. Wow. I put all that time and effort. And obviously this person, yeah, puts a lot of time and effort too, but just editing wise. Oh my God, it gets like 800K, 500K, 200K, 400K. This person is making bank as well. Oh my gosh, and it looks so fun. What the hell is happening here? They play the piano? Oh, oh my gosh, is that a baby? That looks like a baby. Oh, oh, it was 6 years before. Oh, now she's grown. Oh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh, did you look at her face here? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is cuteness overload. I can't. I can't anymore. Okay. They hold hands when they sleep? Oh, definitely I need to get two otters. Yeah. The skunk was deodorized? Really? Can you do that? Imagine having a reaction channel for otters. If you title this live Korean cheaters, majorettes, and furries, I bet you'll get a lot of views. I'll do that. I'll actually make that the title right now. Let's do that. I'm believing you. Um, where is my title thingy? I need to change my title. There we go. What? Korean cheerleaders. Majorettes and furries. Okay, that's the title now. Let's see if people join. We're currently at 240 people. Let's see if there's a spike of people that join with that title. Have you seen otters floating with baby otters? No, I need to check that out. What? Someone just subscribed. Oh no, that's a replay. Oh shit. I thought like at the moment I changed my title, someone subscribed. Keep in mind you need to be two people for camera angles, hours of editing, and you can't leave them alone. As cute as they are, they get into a lot of mischief. Yeah, that's something to consider. Yeah, even raising a dog is a complex, a very duty, not duty free, a very duty, I can't think of the word. If you have a mommy otter and a baby otter, would that be an otter daughter? What? Imagine they will have babies someday. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, guys. Yeah, imagine someone like watching the stream because of the title and they come in and I'm talking about Iran and Trump and Israel. That's a misleading topic, a misleading title over there. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's been 2 hours. I actually have a pretty packed schedule today. I need to prepare for something very big. So, yep, I'm gonna call it a day for the stream over here. Thanks for tuning in to the cheerleader, otter, furry content. And I'll see you guys next week. Yes. Hopefully I can edit another video just like the last BTS one. Please promise me that you'll watch that one, even if it's not about BTS, just for the quality and the deep dive. Okay? All right, guys. Have a nice weekend. Stay safe out there. Hopefully nothing too bad or chaotic happens with this whole thing going on. But yeah, I'll see you. Bye-bye. 안녕. Thank you everyone for